Hello and welcome back to BannerPage and our Ironman challenge. Let's take the field against these routiers, and there's 27 of them. Ooh, this is going to be really good for us because this is a heavily forested area. I'm actually kind of far away from any forest at the moment, so I'm quite surprised that we are in and amongst a pretty heavily planted area here. But, well, it's going to be good for me. It is, well... Is it good for me? Because I actually do have quite a few cavalry units, as you can see right here. Oh yeah, okay, so here's the thing. What I've been doing off screen is basically what you've seen me do in previous episodes. So basically going to guild masters, basically saying, hey, could you give me a quest that is going to give me some nice rewards and so on and so forth. And basically just that. Just basically doing that and trying to get as much done as possible, trying to get as much money as possible and loot prisoners, rescue the prisoners, put them in the garrison, and so on and so forth. And that has actually gone quite nicely for me so far. Pretty happy about that, actually, because usually when I try to earn money, it never really goes well. Let's just say that. I mean, we know that it never really goes well for me, but it's kind of cool that things are going quite nicely. As you can see, I'm actually doing massive amounts of damage to these units as well. That's exactly the reason why I absolutely love having blunt thrown weapons, because they generally tend to have a very high penetration against armor or heavily armored units. And that's extremely fun to use. And I might switch to using piercing weapons later on. Oh, so sorry. Sorry about that. Sorry. Okay. But yeah, I might switch to using penetration weapons, like piercing weapons later on in the playthrough, but at the moment taking these prisoners is extremely useful. And yeah, so right now this is actually a quest for the guild master in Nautar. Oh, no, not Nautar. Why am I thinking about Pendor right now? What? No, not Nautar. Halmar. Yes, Halmar. Halmar is obviously a Khergit town. I can't believe it, really. Yes, well, they're kind of similar, I guess. Nautar, Halmar, I guess. Anyway, you can see here that the graphical fidelity that we're seeing here as well is extremely cool. I gotta say that. Very much like the environment that I'm fighting in right now. And yeah, it's been like that for the majority of the time as well. So very much enjoying that. Oh yeah, by the way, because I am actually in Khergit territory, because most of the other factions, for example, Swadians, Saranids, and who is it? Nords? Yeah, Nords are all at war against the Vaegirs. So I decided, okay, I'm going to come all the way down into Khergit territory, because I thought there's bound to be a couple of bandits down there. You know, maybe not a huge amount, but there's bound to be a couple, and I will be able to do some quests for the Guildmaster there. This is actually my first one. And I decided, hey, yeah, let's just do it. Why not? You know, let's just do it and see what happens. So we're going to be able to take a couple of people prisoner here. And there's a really good reason why I actually went down to Khergit territory too. And that is literally just because I am then able to deposit prisoners so much easier into my salt mine. And that is generally the main reason why I actually came over here to begin with. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a huge amount of... space. Oh yeah, I found Jeremus as well, very recently found him. And we do have some mostly Vaegir units at the moment. And I'm actually a bit worried about what I'm going to take here. Should I take the Manhunters? I guess I'll take the Manhunters. Wait a minute. Do the Caravan Guards level up into anything good? Yeah, they do level up into Mercenary Horsemen and everything. And what do the Manhunters level up into? I can assume they level up into Slave Drivers. They're very low tier. I might want to just take the Caravan Guards then, I suppose. And we'll just go with that. There we go. All right. So I do need to update our companion's equipment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give him a one-handed and a shield and a crossbow and some bolts. There we go. That seems good to me. And then he will do that. And I think he actually already did. Yeah, he already took a whole bunch, I think, from that. So that's really good. As you can see, I'm not really rolling in money right now because I have been investing my money in land, specifically in Rivercheg. Rivercheg has a lot of land for me right now, which is really nice. As you can see, I actually ran all the way down here. Basically, these guys, this is Halmar, by the way, these guys were around about here when I first started chasing them, and they ran all the way this way because they were literally just that little bit faster. You've seen that in the previous episode. That can happen very easily, and that's exactly the reason why I'm also carrying around 5 additional horses in my inventory as well, because that makes me a little bit quicker on the world map. But I have to be a bit cautious here, because this is, of course, the border between Saranid territory and the Rhodoks. I don't really need to worry about the Rhodoks that much, but I do need to worry about Swadians. And, whoa, that guy has 172 units. The Rhodoks are, wow, okay. I'll just get out your way then. Yeah, that guy's going crazy. Anyway, the Rhodoks seem to be building up forces very, very strongly. And apparently there's a fire in Hanun. Yeah, apparently there's a fire in Hanun. Now, there is a really good reason also why Hanun is good to kind of keep around, because it is on the very fringe of their territory, and it's making things very difficult. No, it's making things very easy for me by being there. The unfortunate thing is that it was raided up until a very short time ago, and as a result, it wasn't really doing much for me. But on the other hand, it doesn't really matter, because my low tax rate is going to mean that we will gain relation with them over and over and over again. I know that someone actually did mention in the comments that if I were to have the tax rate on a high level and then build something in the village to give me relation with them, so it kind of like counterbalances it, then you would gain a lot more for that. But unfortunately, I don't have enough cash to be able to do that. And as I say, the village was actually raided up until a little bit of time ago. And the point is that when it is raided, it doesn't give you anything anyway. And having a low tax rate does give me that additional relation. So when I do want to recruit from there, which is probably never going to happen, let's face it, I'm probably never going to recruit from there. But there you go. There's 1,000 dinars. This is our first quest here. I wonder whether I should take another one. Desert Bandits on the road from Barriyi. We haven't fought Desert Bandits before. That might be quite fun. But bear in mind that I do want to head back to Nadar Castle relatively soon. So I'm hopeful that we will be able to do that. Because obviously I know that Nadar Castle is not ours. I know that Caravan Castle is actually ours. But we did do quite a bit of damage at Nadar Castle, and it would actually make quite a bit of sense for us to do that. But anyway, Barriyi, right? Barriyi. Okay, that's there. So I would assume that they're going to go this way. So we should probably go up. No, that's a caravan. Never mind. Should I fight the caravan? That might actually make sense. They've got 40 caravan guards, though. That's going to be quite harsh, isn't it? Okay, well, let's actually just take a quick look here and see what's actually going on. I do want to deposit my Rhodok units and my caravan guards in my garrison. That's generally what I've been doing for the most part as well. So any rescued prisoners I get, I just place them in the garrison, and that usually makes things quite a bit easier. All right, so I'm going to just buy a little bit of morale, because I seem to be having some issues with it. I'm actually not sure why that would be, because I do have not much food variety. Aha. Yeah, anyway, I actually bought this. It was a chipped Great Bardiche, but I upgraded it to a heavy Great Bardiche. That is the maximum level that I can currently do, unfortunately. So, yeah, but that's pretty good in my opinion, because what that's going to do is that will actually allow me to be extremely effective in siege combat. But bear in mind, of course, that sieges... Oh. Well, that's not actually very good, is it? No, that is actually not very good at all, because now I will not be able to hand in my quest at Halmar, and I still need to raise 5 Vagian Knights for the Grand Prince himself, so that's not actually going to be very good. Oh yeah, and also, I did participate in this tournament, and I actually did do it. I think I got third or second or something, so didn't do too badly, but you know, it's pretty hard. It's pretty hard still. Anyway, I think I'm actually just going to attack this caravan, because I hope these guys don't come out and attack me. Doesn't seem like they want to. Okay, so is he moving pretty slowly? 4.5, 4.7? Yep, okay. We should be able to attack. Rolf, what are you talking about? Get away from me, thank you. I do not want to talk to you at the moment, Rolf. Thank you very much. Okay, so yeah, the Vagiers are being picked apart. One little war decoration at a time. And I can't believe it, really. Alright, so let's see. Have you seen these bandits? No, they haven't. Alright, so hand over your golden valuables now. Of course I'm robbing you. Now hand over the goods. Alright, so they have 59, and 40 of those are caravan guards. So I'm a bit worried about this. Let's just say that. I'm a bit worried. So what I might do, actually, is I'm going to bring out my Great Bardiche, because I think the Bardiche could be quite useful against units with a horse. So we're going to see how that goes. I do want to try and stay uphill if at all possible, because that is going to make things much, much easier for us in the long run as well. But these caravan guards, they're probably not going to have too much in the way of damage against us. Gonna bring out my Bardiche right now. Oh, yeah, there we go. Ooh, nice damage. Did you see that? Oh, yeah. That was nice. Okay, let's just do some more damage here. Take him out. Yeah, there we are. This is what I'm talking about, you see. It's got such a nice long reach. Does a huge amount of damage to shields. And is generally an absolute favorite of mine. I love this weapon. Absolutely love this weapon. Any Bardiche, just give that to me, and then I'll be perfectly fine with that. So, yeah, the only thing is that if you're going up against Nords or Saranids or something and they have thrown weapons, ooh, you're going to say goodnight very, very soon right there, because they're just going to absolutely massacre with a massive headshot or something. Some really, really accurate headshots can go on with those two factions. And, of course, anyone that's got good ranged units as well, so like the Vagiers, they do have good ranged units, so obviously there's that. Got to be a bit careful here, though. Or not, as the case may be, because I'm getting absolutely murdered right now. Okay, so I'm going to tell my people to charge in once again, because of course I did tell them to stop. Take out that guy. I'm not really looking for prisoners right here. I'm more wanting to loot all of their stuff. So, even if I can knock a couple of them unconscious, I guess that's okay. Oh, look at that. Mattchu is doing quite well with her grenades. Bear in mind, she only has 2 of them. So, she's doing all right, and you can see that I'm actually not using the grenades that much. The one time that I will use grenades is in a siege, because it just levels the playing field a little bit more, because otherwise it's going to be pretty difficult. You know, it's going to be pretty difficult to take something where there's, 3 to 1 or something like that in terms of our outnumbering or whatever. But you know my thoughts on the whole thing anyway, because I have touched upon those in previous episodes. So anyway, there you go. That is indeed a victory for us. Actually, a very easy victory. And I was expecting it to be a little bit harder, but I suppose they did try to trickle in a little bit too slowly, and that has made things very difficult for them. So they just kind of threw one and one and one, and they didn't all come at the same time. And if they had done that, then they probably would have had much better results. Anyway, there's one caravan guard that I managed to knock unconscious. My morale is really bad, because I am literally just running around most of the time, not really doing anything else. Ooh, nice. We got some horses. So I'm going to take those horses, and I'm going to sell one. Oh, sausages. Oh, very good. Yeah, so we'll take that, and then we'll just take all of this to sell. And bear in mind that I literally cannot sell anything nearby, because everyone is at war against me, with the exception of the Rodox. So I will be heading on over there. Oh, Rolf leveled up, and I believe Mattchu leveled up. Oh, leveled up as well. And look at this. What a crazy Catalan company right there. 65 units total. That is actually kind of crazy. If they had slightly more prisoners, and I was a little bit closer to Carodan Castle, I probably would have fought them, because obviously I want to take as many people and rescue them as possible. But as it stands, I'm pretty happy how it's going so far, so let's see what I can do here. We're going to sell one of these, and then we'll just sell the rest. There we go. There we are. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, so you'll have to forgive me, but I have no idea what I was talking about before, because the door rang. Yes. Ah, lovely, isn't it? Okay, so otherwise, what are we going to do here? I have no idea. I was on my train of thought, and then I was just like, yes, doorbell, and now I have forgotten everything. Okay, well, whatever the case, my overall grand goal is to take Nadar Castle. We're probably not going to ask for it, because if he declines us, then Shall we ask for it, actually? I mean, we could ask for it, because then he's going to give us some cash, which might actually make sense. But for the most part, do I really need to have cash? I don't know. Maybe it would make sense. It might make sense, but it might make it easier and quicker. Oh, hello. There's a little bit of a siege going on right there. But anyway, it might make it easier and quicker for Yaroglek to award it to someone else. Oh, wow. That's a lot of people. That is a lot of people. Well, I have... Whoa. Careful now. Careful. Well, I guess we've got 368. Yes, 368. Right. Well, you know what this means. Up to the top of the hill, friends. Yes, up to the top of the hill, and I will be getting out my grenades. And I think I'm actually not going to use my Bardiche. Don't think that's really going to do that much for us in this particular situation, because we are up against Nords, and they generally do not have cavalry or anything like that. And generally having a two-handed against them is probably not going to be the most advantageous, at least not in a field battle or anything like that. Maybe in a maybe in a siege, then yeah, sure. But even so, they've got thrown weapons, and those thrown weapons can do a lot of damage. I'm actually going to be kind of surprised if these guys actually attack us. Now, amusingly enough, we do need to be a bit careful. We do need to be a bit careful here. So let's see if we can do it. How many? They're over there. Okay. I actually have no idea what kind of composition they have, so I was just gonna say, how many Huskars do they have? No, we don't know. We don't know. Not at all. We have no idea. So this is going to be kind of interesting. So, I'm kind of worried about this. Lezelet doesn't even have a shield. Borcha doesn't even have a shield. But everyone else seems to have one, which I suppose is pretty good. Who's that down there? What are you doing? Come up here. Nafatun Rider, what are you doing? Alright, so my main goal here, if you didn't know, is to literally have them, come towards us, throw, like, all of my grenades, all 2 of them, and then retreat. Yeah, then retreat. So I'm basically wanting to kill as many of them as possible with the grenade explosions, and then try to retreat as fast as possible. Because even though I could theoretically do quite well here, I don't really want to chance that. So let's just throw this. Boom. There we go. How many did I kill? None. Yes, none. There we go. I did kill quite a few. Okay, so can I retreat now? No, I can't. Okay. Well, this is bad. Throw your grenades, friends. Throw your grenades. Okay. We're going to have to be very careful here. I hope Mattelda's in here. Is she in here? I hope she is. Because otherwise we're going to have some issues. So now that we've killed a whole bunch, I am going to try and retreat as soon as possible. Can I do it? Can I do it? Yes. There we go. Okay, so I should be able to retreat and then be able to leave. There we go. Now I can leave. And now I should be able to get inside. There we go. Whew. Close one. Very, very close indeed. And we now have the opportunity to put these guys into the garrison and maybe make it possible for us to survive another day. We'll hope that is indeed the case. Our morale is indeed low, so I'm actually thinking maybe I'm going to place all of my units in the garrison here. That might actually make sense, because then I'm not going to lose anyone when my morale dips that low. So we're going to just do that. I'm not entirely sure what is affecting my morale right now, because I have been... Oh, they just ran away. They just ran away. Wow. They could have taken me out. They could have taken me out pretty hardcore, but no, they failed. Oh, yes. They failed. That was actually kind of tricky, but there you go. That's how many people we have in the mine at the moment, which is actually quite nice. I've been doing quite a bit of prisoner taking and so on. And what is actually going on here? Okay, we got more stuff going on. Kingdom of Swadia has taken Ribule Castle from the Rodox? Where's Ribule Castle? Here? No? Here? Where is it? It's far away. That is kind of weird, because I don't see where that... Oh, there it is. Okay, so it seems like the Rodox must have taken it, and then the Swadians took it back. There is actually a Rodok vassal in the garrison here, amusingly enough. But anyway, I could build the blacksmith forge, but I don't think I have enough for that at the moment. So let's actually just take a look at my reports, because I need to see what is causing my morale problems. So where is that in actual fact? View character summary? No, that's not going to make any difference. Courtships, character and companions? No, that's not going to make any difference. Balance sheet? No, well, you can see how much stuff I've got going on here. So I own 21 acres in Rivercheg. I own 2 in Kuror and 5 in Kudan. As you can see, my balance is going quite a bit up there, which is quite nice. But otherwise, here we go, here we go. This is the party morale. Okay, so recent events, minus 46, of course, because we ran away from that battle, which is to be expected. But everything else is actually providing us a pretty decent bonus. I think the next thing that I need to actually level up is probably leadership. That is going to be the thing that I think will be the most beneficial to us. Alright, so here we go. We're actually doing something very risky indeed. I'm actually not wanting to send all my units up there just yet. Bear in mind that this is Suno. Suno has over 300 units in the garrison, and hopefully we will be able to do a pretty decent job of eliminating most of them. And I'm going to bring out my grenades real quick to try and eliminate those crossbowmen. If I can. Oh, no, never mind. Do I need to still? It doesn't look like it. Mattchu is actually taking care of most of them, which is actually quite nice. I'm actually going to tell my people just to charge straight on in here. And we're going to do a little bit of damage myself, just to get these guys out the way. And then we're going to do some damage. Oh, yes. Shield bash. Shield. Can I shield bash that guy as well? I don't know. Maybe he was immune. But anyway, let's see if I can maybe just take out this fellow, take him down, and then all we need to do is throw one more grenade over here. Boom. And now we should be good. Now we should be good because we are in the battlements. We can hopefully do quite a good job here. I did hit a friendly troop with that, amusingly enough. But otherwise, Ellil, calm down. Did you see that? Did you actually see that? He actually attacked me. Can you believe it? That was kind of amusing. Anyway, I really should have equipped my Bardiche for this particular siege. I was a little bit of an idiot about that. But, you know, as long as we have some throwing weapons and some weapon at all, then it's going to be perfectly fine for us to hopefully win this. Bear in mind that I'm doing this with about 70 to 80 units against 300, which is pretty risky, considering there are a lot of Swadian skirmishers here. And Swadian skirmishers in general. Ellil, what are you doing? This is a little bit uncomfortable, fellow. You don't really want to be this close to me, do you? Well, whatever the case. Hopefully, we're not going to lose too many units. I'm actually unsure what my people are actually doing. They seem to be doing all kinds of random stuff. They're just running around all over the place. And, oh, hello. This is where they actually spawn. Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. They're not going to be able to do anything to me here, though, because it is too close quarters. Oh, well, actually, they can. They can deal some damage, but not a huge amount. So I suppose that's fine. But, yeah, I'm going to try and use my throwing weapons a little bit sometimes as well. Bear that in mind. But I really wish I'd taken my throwing weapons. What? This guy is standing up. Can you see that? Look at that. That's hilarious. Oh, great. I like those kinds of things when they happen. It's just so funny. Okay, let's just try and take out these guys as quickly as possible. And there we go. Oh, hello. There's more of them. Yeah. And this is exactly what I mean. It is, even with the grenades, still going to be one of those things where we're going to have to struggle quite a bit to get to where we need to be. And I'm not sure whether I'm even going to be able to do this. My units do seem to be a little bit... I have told them to charge, haven't I? Because it seems like they're a little bit dubious about actually doing anything up here. Which is kind of weird, but okay. And I think we might have done it. If we don't receive any more enemy reinforcements, I think this might be it. I am losing some very high tier units, though, unfortunately. Let's just jump over this guy. There we go. Take him down. No one can penetrate my wonderful Spartan shield. It is so incredibly good. Highly recommended if you're playing alongside me to definitely check it out. And otherwise, bonk them on the head. There we go. And take out this guy as well. Oh, in the place where the sun doesn't shine. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on there. All right, so I think that is indeed a victory for us, and we are going to go through the streets. But bear in mind, this is Suno, okay? So this is in the center of Swadian territory. And what is going to befall us after this is going to be something very nightmarish and fiendish indeed. It's probably going to be the entirety of the Swadian vassal forces, and that is going to be a bit of a problem. Yeah. Because even with grenades, it's still going to be difficult, and we'll see how it goes. But otherwise, there you go. 19 renown, 21 morale. Very, very nice indeed. We lost 8 units in total, and we took out 197. I killed 50, which is not too bad, but now we have to deal with them in the streets as well. Bear that in mind. Okay, so, going to bring out my thrown weapons, see if I can do something here. Take him down. Take him down. Take him down. There we go. No, oh, this is bad. This is bad. Are people behind me? I actually don't know. I can't see. This is not good. Take him out. Okay. Got him. There we go. That's what you get. Yes. I absolutely love it when I'm able to get headshots with my throwing weapons. They're so much fun. Alright, so these guys, I think, how many are there left? Oh, just 2 of them. Okay, so technically, you know, here's the thing. Technically, I could use my grenades right here, and it would be a very easy victory for me. But I'm not going to do that, because I personally find it a lot more fun not to. So, I'm just going to let them shoot me real quick. There we go. And now, take him out. Nice headshot. Another headshot. Okay, come on now. Boom, another headshot. There you go. Yeah, I'm getting pretty good. I'm getting pretty good with these thrown weapons, I gotta say. Really very much like and enjoy using them. And I'm going to start using axes as well a little bit later on too, because they do have a bonus against shields, and so you can very easily, you know, destroy shields really fast. All right, so we're gonna have a bit of a problem here. I'm gonna have to try and be quick about who I kill here, because otherwise my forces are gonna get murdered, and I will then be outnumbered. As you can see, one has already fallen before the enemy. Oh, headshot over the shield. Over the shield, what? That's some craziness right there. Do you think you could kill him, Mattchu? Yeah, Mattchu and the other companions seem to have a bit of an issue with fainting in these kinds of situations. Have you seen that? And I'm not talking about fainting as in, you know, becoming unconscious. I'm talking about fainting as in the fighting technique. And they seem to do that quite often and not actually hit the opponent, which is a bit of a problem. But, oh well, never mind. 18 renown, we were able to achieve a victory there. And we now have all kinds of different units that we will be able to rescue. I'm going to take all the mercenaries, and I will then be taking the crossbowmen from the Rhodoks as well. And I think... who else do I want to take? I mean, I guess I guess I'll take the tribesmen, and we will take some of the veteran spearmen, I suppose, and then we'll just take a little bit of these guys. Doesn't really matter about the quality, because I am literally going to be going to put them in the salt mine no matter what. So it doesn't really matter who they are or anything like that. And there you go. I'm going to request that Suno be awarded to me, because I took this by myself. And if that does not happen, if we are unable to gain control of this, we're going to create our own faction. Straight away. We are going to create our own faction, because I think I did a pretty decent job, you know? I think I took this against all odds. Well, against a few odds. And yeah, I think we did all right, you know? We did all right. So there we go. Let's do that. Let's go into the tavern here real quick, and... Varangian guards, don't really care about those. I guess I'll just wait here for some time and we'll see what happens. I'm a bit dubious. Let's just say that. I'm a bit dubious, because they're going to try and attack us. As you can quite clearly see, we do have someone already wanting to murder us, which is absolutely fine. I don't have a problem with that, because we are going to equip our Bardiche. Going to keep my grenades just in case. You never know. I don't really want to have them and then not use them if it will prevent me from actually suffering a death. Because, of course, this is Ironman Challenge. Ironman Challenge rules, at least the rules that I have set in general, do tend to agree that any item that's in the game is usable. Any technique that you can use in the game to make sure that you don't die is usable. I'm going to take that money from the ransom, and we'll see how this goes. Hopefully Prince Yaroglek will decide to give this to us. If not, then I will just defend it against this guy, and we'll see how that is, because he's obviously going to... Yep, he's definitely going in. He's definitely going in. I'm actually kind of surprised that he decided to do this without any backup whatsoever, but it's nice to see that the AI is a little bit, shall we say, decisive for once, because the AI most of the time, and I'm not just talking about BannerPage, I'm just generally talking about Warband in this case, the AI can be quite indecisive, and they can decide to do something and then completely stop doing it. So that's obviously something that is just a Warband thing. But yeah, it's nice to see that they actually decided to do something for once. I'm just going to stand here, just murder people as they come up, because that is what I do. Oh, 100 damage. Yeah, love the Bardiche. Absolutely love it. It is such a fantastically fun weapon to use. Highly recommended. And how are we doing here? Wow, we've already eliminated a whole bunch. And not even with grenades. I mean, yeah, mostly with grenades, I guess. I mean, how many did get killed? Like 10 or something like that? So, I mean, we would have been able to defend this no matter what, even without the grenades. So, you know, it just makes it easier, I guess. Slightly. But bear in mind that if they had all come with like a huge amount of units, we would be in a really, really bad situation no matter what, really. Okay, so can I help out here a little bit? Because you seem to be having some issues over there, fellows. Are they? Okay, come on now. Yep. I can't actually hit him from here? Yeah, can't actually hit him from here. That's unfortunate. Okay, so how are they doing? There's actually only 2 remaining, so I suppose we should be having a pretty easy time taking them down. I'm just going to use my grenades against them because there is actually just 2. And, I mean, you know, that's the thing. I am trying to limit myself a little bit on how much I use the grenades, because I'm not really wanting to make everything super easy, obviously, but I'm wanting to make things just a little bit balanced. And I don't have to do that, but I just feel like, you know, I want to make sure that these kinds of sieges and siege offenses and stuff like that are doable, potentially, for us. Maybe not, because obviously sometimes there's just nothing you can do and you're just going to end up dying no matter what you do. Sometimes that just happens. But in the grand scheme of things, I would like to try and prevent myself from dying as much as possible. So anyway, let's see if we can gain the claim over Suno. Alright, so we have another siege on our hands right here, and as you can see, Mattel's going to town. I actually, what I'm thinking of doing actually is giving my other set of grenades over to one of my other companions, most likely Clethy, because in that case, she has, obviously she does have power throw skill, and it would probably make more sense for them to be able to level up a little bit quicker, because as it stands, obviously, you know, Mattel only has 1 grenade that she can use, actually 2 grenades. But I think that would be kind of good. I'm going to just use my grenades here just to kind of get these guys out of the way, and then I'm just going to use my Bardiche. I really want to level up my two-handed weapon proficiency as well, because just look at this. 1 hit against these slightly lower tier units. Granted, they are kind of lower tier. 1 hit, though, does have their shield be destroyed. And that's exactly the reason why I absolutely love this weapon quite a bit. Let's see if I can... oh, never mind. I was going to say, let's see if I can hit that guy with my grenade from all the way over here. Probably not going to happen, but still. Anyway, there you go. Another 18 renown for us right there. Knight Meltor attempted to do something to us right there. Ah, here we go. We're receiving reinforcements and everything. Very nice indeed. Okay, so we're actually having a non-aggression treaty with the Saranids here as well, which is actually quite nice. And if the... I'm actually unsure what I'm going to do. I think I'm probably going to create my own faction if they do decide to not give it to me. That's going to be kind of harsh, to be honest, because... Nope, they are giving it. Wow. I'm really lucky here. I am very, very lucky. I was not thinking that he was going to do this, considering it's a town, and I just recently gained Kelradan Castle. So, going to accept the honor here, and we are now able to recruit elites, and I think that's going to be super fun. So, that's going to be really, really nice. Ransom Broker, I'm actually going to sell all my prisoners Because there's only 700. That's not that much. I don't really want to sell all of them for 700 when I could just take them to the, take them to the salt mine and, get a decent amount of passive income from that. So I think we're probably just going to go and take them there instead. We got some courses and stuff here, so I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the Sumpter horse. 2 of the Sumpter horses I'll get rid of. And then we will just use the courses right there. I think that seems like a much better idea. And we've already gone into the tavern. So there we go. We can now recruit Varangian guards. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, so let me actually just take a quick look here, because I want to have a look at the troop trees. Varangian guards. Where are they? There they are. Okay, so they level up into Druzniks. Okay, so that's actually good to know, because I have seen some of those in taverns, and I've always wondered what they're kind of like. So these guys, as you can see right here, have 155 in every weapon proficiency, and they got 58 HP, which is actually quite nice. And then we have the Druzniks here, which lose a little bit of stats, but they do gain a little bit of weapon proficiency in terms of one-handed, but they use great bardishes, two-handeds, and so on, and they also use lances. They don't have any ranged capability, which I got to say is a bit disappointing, but it is a heavy cavalry unit, and they're going to be quite powerful, I suppose. But the Varangian guards are looking really quite nice. I'm actually wondering, let's have a look here. 155 and 58 HP, all right? Just remember that. Now let's take a look at the Berserkers. So these guys have 220. Yeah, 220 and 71, and in comparison, what else do we have here? Yeah, so the Varangian guards, they have 58 HP and 155 weapon proficiency, whereas the Ulfadins, which are of course the Nord elite unit, have much better Iron Flesh, Power Strike, and all that stuff anyway, but they also have much higher weapon proficiencies as well. So if you're wanting to go super hard in terms of infantry, maybe don't go for the Vagiers like I have, but that's kind of the reason why I wanted to do something with them, because they're a little bit less powerful than the others in regards to their elite units. But those elite units are going to come in mighty handy when we're running around, and the Varangian guards are actually pretty cheap as well. They're only 1,400. I've got 7,100 right now, so I think I'm actually going to be recruiting them. And now that this is mine, I don't even know what to do. I guess I will just garrison it, and we'll see what happens in the next episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.